Welcome. So, what if I told you that the world you see around you every single day isn't actually happening to you? What if it's a perfect reflection of you? Today, we are going to break down a really fascinating perspective from the teachings of Bashar that might just completely flip how you think reality works.
Okay, this quote right here is the perfect place to start. It's such a simple analogy, but it's basically the key to this whole concept. I mean, think about it. We all get this, right? You can't go up to a mirror and try to force the reflection to smile. It just doesn't work that way. The change has to start with you, the source. Well, according to this teaching, physical reality works in exactly the same way.
And that brings us to our first huge idea. The physical world is, quite literally, a mirror. It's not some separate, objective thing that we're all just dropped into. No. Instead, it's a direct, flawless reflection of your internal state of being. It's not happening to you. It's happening through you.
So, what is this mirror actually reflecting? Well, it's a mix of these four key ingredients. The reality that gets projected back at you is a perfect match for the vibrational frequency you're putting out. And you can just think of that frequency as the overall signal you're broadcasting through your beliefs, your emotions, your thoughts, and your behaviors. Whatever you believe to be true, deep down, that's the vibration you send out, and that's precisely what reality has to show you.
So here's the crucial point. Even though the world feels so incredibly solid and separate from us, in this view, it's actually an illusion. But it's an illusion with a really important job. It's a feedback mechanism. It's constantly just showing you what's going on inside. Think of it like a giant signpost for what you are choosing to believe is true about yourself and the world.
This is such a great question, right? Because if there's really nothing out there and it's all just a reflection, then what's the mirror even made of? The answer to this totally changes our understanding of consciousness and where our experience of reality actually comes from.
So, what is the mirror made of? It's not glass, it's not some external force out in the cosmos. According to this teaching, the mirror is actually a non-physical part of your very own consciousness.
And we call this the higher mind. Just think of it as the part of you that exists at a higher frequency, just outside of the physical. It basically creates this kind of vibrational bubble around your physical self, and it's that bubble that acts as the mirror, reflecting your state of being back to you as the experience you call life.
And this is how the magic trick works. The unique frequency of the higher mind is what makes the reflection look like it's outside of you, like a hologram projected all around you. But in reality, the whole show, you, the world, every single thing is all taking place inside your own consciousness.
Okay, so once you get that, it leads us to a really common mix-up that causes so much struggle and frustration for people. And that's about the true role of your everyday physical mind. You know, the part of you that's thinking and analyzing and worrying all the time.
I mean, most of us were raised to believe that our physical mind is the captain of the ship, right? It's supposed to figure out the how for everything. How am I going to get that job? How will I solve this problem? How do I make this happen? But according to this framework, that is absolutely not its job. And realizing this, man, it can be incredibly freeing.
Now, what's so cool about this is the clear separation of duties. Your higher mind, that's the part of you on the mountaintop. It's got the big picture, the bird's eye view. Its job is to conceive of how things will come together. Your physical mind, on the other hand, is down in the valley. Its job isn't to worry about the whole map. Its job is simply to perceive what is right in front of it and experience the results as they show up. This little formula is the key to the whole thing. The higher mind has the idea. The physical brain is like an antenna. It just receives that idea. And the physical personality mind, its only job is to perceive the result. So when your physical mind tries to do the higher mind's job of planning out the how, it just gets totally overburdened, stressed out, and exhausted because that's not what it was built for.
This totally flips our script on what it means to take action. If our physical mind isn't supposed to figure out how to make things happen, then what's the point of doing anything at all?
So we usually think of action as a cause, right? It's a tool we use to push and pull and force a result. But in this new perspective, action is actually an effect. It's just the physical expression of a vibrational state you're already in. It's the result of your alignment, not the tool your physical mind uses to get there.
And this changes what manifestation means too. It's not about pulling something you want out of some distant, foggy future. Everything you could possibly want to experience already exists. Right here, right now, just on different frequencies. Manifestation is just the process of changing your frequency so you can finally perceive or make visible the reality that was already here all along. I love this analogy because it shows how stuck we are in linear thinking. At a normal restaurant, there's a strict order. But why? In a metaphysical restaurant, you could totally have dessert first. The point is that every single moment is an end in itself. We don't have to follow some rigid, step-by-step process to find value in life. The appetizer can be just as amazing and fulfilling as the dessert, without it just being a step to get to something else.
All right, so if we're living in this crazy hall of mirrors, constantly shifting between different realities every time our vibration changes, how in the world do we navigate it all without getting totally lost and confused?
First, we have to wrap our heads around this wild idea. That feeling of being one continuous person from birth to now, that's an illusion. You are literally, not just metaphorically, becoming a brand new version of yourself billions of times every second. So change isn't something you have to force, it's your natural state of being. The only question is, what change are you choosing for yourself in this next moment?
And that brings us to the practical toolkit. So how do you do it? The number one key is to stay absolutely present. Define every single moment as a complete thing in and of itself, not just a stepping stone. You have to let go of needing a specific outcome and just trust that your higher mind, the you on the mountaintop, can see the whole path. Your job is just to give the experience you're having right now the most positive, beneficial definition that you can.
Now, the big takeaway here is not to become passive and just sit on the couch doing nothing. It's about understanding the real purpose of action. Your actions are a physical reflection of the state of being you've chosen. So align your being first, trust the process, and the right actions, the right reflections, the right synchronicities, they'll all follow automatically and effortlessly.
So after all of that, this whole complex idea really boils down to this one single powerful question. The mirror of reality is flawless. It never makes a mistake, and it is on 24/7. So the only thing that ever matters is, what are you choosing to show it right here, right now?